Thank you all so very, very much for being here this evening. This is a meeting of the Board of Trustees of the Bartholomew Consolidated School Corporation, and we're very happy to see all of you here tonight. Given that this evening is to honor Joel Metzler, and this week of Valentine's Day, and the anniversary of the tragic shootings in Parkland, there is more important topic to discuss. What is the true lasting value of K-12 education and the role and work of teachers? It is all about relationships.
Learning is an individualized approach for preparing all learners to succeed in a competitive and global economy and democratic society, and will tackle the complex issues they encounter.
Thank you very much.
BCSC demonstrates a community commitment to deeper learning for one and all.
I am so honored to be here to present or be present for the presentation of the 2019 Education Hall of Fame Award to Mr. Joel Metzler. This wonderful man is so deserving of this award, and I have had the fortunate and unfortunate opportunity in my administrative career to follow 3 Hall of Famers. Mrs. Janice Montgomery, Mrs. Karen Garrity, and now Mr. Joel Metzler. I'm beyond blessed to have had Joel as a mentor, a colleague, and most important to me, a friend. There are many of us who have had that wonderful opportunity to have had Joel as a mentor, and we are all in the building this evening.
On behalf of our education committee, we had just a lot of good nominations. It's only fitting that because your granddaughter and my kids are graduating this year in the class of 2019, again, graduating from 6th grade, you're graduating with this senior class of 2019, that you are the Education Hall of Fame recipient for the year of 2019. So, congratulations.
So once again, thank you all for a wonderful career, for this incredible recognition, and I'll leave you with the same words I shared every day to the students and staff at Lincoln and Southside. Make it a great day or not, the choice is yours.
So it is called the CSA Lincoln Baseball Reading Challenge, and I really owe Mrs. Goggin credit for coming up with the name. And we're gonna each take a piece of this and how we go tonight. So when we created this optional, it's a choice. It was something we wanted families to have. If you wanted to do it, you could do it. If you didn't want to do it, you didn't have to do it. But we wanted to find another way to get kids excited about reading. And 3 big things came up. We wanted to have student buy-in, so provide kids with choice. We wanted to also increase reading fluency with our kids. We also wanted to help them build confidence. So we wanted to remove a few barriers, and several of my teachers mentioned we use AR, still use AR. Several of our teachers use that. But oftentimes students may feel like if they have to take a quiz to prove that they actually read the book, that might be considered a barrier. So we said, you know what? We're going to remove that barrier. And we have kindergartners who participate. And so if their parents read to them, that's great. We have 6th graders who use audiobooks. And so kind of tried to remove as many barriers and get them excited about reading. And I think the data we'll show you in a minute did just that. And we also wanted our kids to step out of their comfort zone. It is a challenge. So we wanted them to explore some new authors and genres and maybe find a series. We know that when kids get into reading a series, that's very successful as well.
According to the baseball bases, the first base, they had to read 26 books. And they have a log that they log it in, but they do it by author's last name. And so the parents actually do the logging. So when a kiddo gets done with their 26 books, they bring me the log and a bookmark. I have bookmarks. And I stick it in the raffle kind of thing so that they can pick it out in town hall meeting. Now, 3 through 6 was a little more difficult to figure out because I knew that they weren't going to read 26 books at their level. So for a base. So what I did was I started figuring out that there was so many genres that they weren't looking at, and I thought, you know, it would be so nice if they could just look at poetry, you know, pick a poetry book, pick a realistic fiction. And so what we did was we came up with this log, and the challenge has like nonfiction on it, poetry, graphic novel, and there's actually 40 books on there that they can pick their own book to fill in, and they log in. The teachers actually log it in for me, so it's a little more teacher for the teachers 3 through 6, but it works. So each 3rd through 6th, they have to read 10 books to get a single, 20 books to get a double, 30 books to get a triple, and then home run is 40 books.
Search-and-Seizure, we have looked at policies. We've had a conversation with this board over the last many months. Everybody's aware we have handheld metal detectors that were provided to us by the governor. They have been sitting. We have not used them, should not use them before we have policy. So this does address the use of metal detectors, both walk-through and handheld. Walk-through is included in the policy just in case somehow, sometime, somewhere we have a walk-through metal detector. We have none, so I'll state that publicly. We only have handheld metal detectors. This search and seizure one, it adds it as a bullet point. We already had a search and seizure policy. This is not a new policy. It's an updated policy to include the use of a handheld metal detector in a reasonable suspicion case. So if we have an administrator, for example, that has reasonable suspicion to believe that a child, a student, has a dangerous metal object or firearm in their possession, then as a part of that search, and there's a process for searching, they could use the handheld metal detector in that instance. So this policy is specific to those individual circumstances, reasonable suspicion, and the handheld metal detector used in that case.
Just to point out some of the major points of kind of variance for you over previous years and compared to budget. The most important number being the bottom line. You can see that we finished 2018 in the general fund just under $400,000 in the black. So about 2.65 million, which interestingly enough is almost the exact dollar amount that you're going to approve under the payrolls for tonight. So that basically, that amount in general fund reserves basically gets us through one payroll if for some reason we didn't receive any state support in a given time frame.
We've had a lovely evening. Thank those of you who have stayed with us for the entire meeting. I will call this one adjourned.